Yo, if you want to know what products I use to put this thing together, who put this thing together? Me, that's who. You heard all my products is on this list, man. The products I use to record my music, the Mac laptop I use. You heard my camera game, my mics, my different mics that I got. You heard the lights I use, monitors. You heard my 4K monitor. All of the joints that I use is on this list, man. So, you know what I mean? A lot of dudes be asking me questions. Laz, what should I use with this? What should I use with that? Go to my Amazon store link and you see everything that I use. The link is in the description of this video and in the comments. You heard? Click on that link. Go to my Amazon store. You heard? And you'll see everything I use to get it in. Yersk, Z-Boy. Shout out to the bro Peter Pan, Brownsville, Riverdale Projects. If you ain't hear his last story that we did about 2-9 Vine, Father Divine, 2-Gun Divine, if you ain't hear that story, make sure you go check that story on my channel. Yerskin. We doing this new series called Surviving North Carolina. This is part 1. It's a movie, trust me. Make sure you tune in.
He lifted the bed up. He got a fucking AK-47 and a fucking Mac 11 on the under the mattress, like under the bed. So he said, "Which one you want?" Immediately, I grabbed the AK. The last episode that I was on with you, we was talking about me growing up in Brownsville and all of that, and the Father Divine shit, you know what I mean? So what had happened was, my mom's heard I was getting into a lot of shit in Brownsville and shit like that, start carrying guns, little shootouts, little shit here and there. So my mom's had a best friend down in North Carolina that she had grew up with and shit. So she had, the mix of all of this shit, she had went down there, North Carolina, and stayed down there for like 2 weeks and left me and my sister at the crib up in Riverdale. So my mom's came back 2 weeks later and was like, "Yo, we packing up, we leaving," like that. "I'm getting you out of New York," like that and shit. So we wound up packing up. She's like, "Yo, I found the house down south and shit," you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. I really ain't want to leave. I don't know, I ain't really know nobody in the town where she was going to, you know what I'm saying? So all right, boom. Get down south and shit, you know what I mean? So this like in the shit with the all the shit I was going through, back in Riverdale, Brownsville, this was like 91, you know what I mean? So this like the end of 91 coming in 92. So I get down south and shit, you know what I'm saying? So she enrolled me in the new high school and shit, you know what I'm saying? I get down in the high school and shit. So I was getting, I ain't really want to have no money and shit. My mom's was a single parent, so, my pops died. So my mom's was getting these little, social security checks from my pops, and she would give them to me every month, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I think it was like $159, you know what I mean, just to keep some change in my pocket. So she would give me my pops, so she would cash it and give me the cash, and I would cash my little pops social security checks. And one day I was in the new high school, so I'm in the high school and shit, and this was on a Friday. So, between periods and shit, you know what I'm saying, I go to the bathroom. I walk down the little hallway, and I go in the little bathroom and shit. So I go in the bathroom, it's like mad niggas in there, you know what I'm saying? So I go to the little urinal shit, you know what I mean? So I'm pissing in the urinal. I turn my head around and see these niggas rolling dice. So these niggas is rolling dice and shit. So I finished pissing, I turned around, I was like, "Yo, what up? Yo, y'all niggas, what y'all niggas playing?" The niggas like, "Yo, we playing CeeLo," you know what I'm saying? So I was like, "All right, yo, I want to get down," you know what I'm saying? So I'm getting down and shit, So I wound up, the nigga, I guess he was the head nigga. He's my man now, but he was like the big homie, you know what I'm saying, in school. No gang shit, but he was the nigga that was just getting money, you know what I'm saying? So I wound up roping the nigga. I wound up getting all of the nigga money. Unbeknownst to me, the nigga had done sent his brother to leave the school and go get the hammer. So them niggas, I guess they was gonna like back me down and try to take their money back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So me and the nigga wound up talking and shit. The nigga was like, yo, where you from? I was just like, yo, I just got down here. I'm from Brooklyn. He was like, word? He was like, where you from in Brooklyn? I said, I'm from Brownsville, like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, word, word. He was like, yo, I'm from the Star, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that Star, like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what up, what up, what up, what up? So, the shit wound up never happened, and I don't know. He to this day he told me, he was like, he called it off, and you know, he told his brother, nah, it ain't like that. Son from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So we wound up getting cool or whatever. The nigga had a block down there, you know what I'm saying? In North Carolina, he had a block in the town we was at. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we got cool. The nigga let me come down to his block that they had down there. So, you know, we getting money and shit like that. Boom. I'm like, all right, I feel a little better because them little $159 checks for my pops wasn't really, you know what I mean? The shit wasn't really doing it. I buy a pair of Jordans and that shit gone. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm getting money down there with them niggas and boom, boom. We, you know what I'm saying, shit going good. He started catching cases, you know what I'm saying? One thing about Son was, Son, like, he didn't give a fuck. Like, he'll catch a case and pull up the next day with the hammer on him and mad work in the car. You know what I'm saying? He was, and you know, his thing was, yo, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'd rather get caught with it than get caught without it. You know what I mean? So we cool by then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling, like, yo, son, you got to chill, son. Like, you ain't got to ride around like that. You know what I'm saying? So all right, cool. So you know, a couple of months go down. Like I said, this like 92 now, the high school shit. So like about a year or two go by, you know what I'm saying? He getting cased up or whatever. So he knew some other niggas that was getting money that he wound up introducing me to. So I'm clicking in with them now. He done got locked up. He had to do like a 10-year bid. So the niggas that, you know, he was cool with, introduced me to them to, I'm running around with these niggas now in a whole nother hood. So I'm running around with these niggas in a whole nother hood and shit like that. And so I start getting money with these niggas. Them niggas like me, you know what I'm saying? Now mind you, this is around the time, like, okay, 92, 93, 94, going around, say 93, 94 or whatever. 94, 95 maybe, you know what I'm saying? So this is around the time when Tupac died, you know what I'm saying? So one thing about the niggas in North Carolina, them niggas love them some Tupac, you know what I'm saying? So this is around the time Tupac died and shit, you know what I mean? I'm over in these niggas' hoods. So these niggas they got like a little gang they call the Kings, you know what I'm saying? Like the Kings. So I guess they got some kind of affiliation with the Crips or whatever. I don't know anything. They was cool with blue, but like if you wore red, them niggas was like, they didn't like that shit, you know what I mean? So like I knew the protocol, you know what I'm saying? Like, alright, you know what I mean, don't wear no red or whatever, the blue is cool or whatever, you know what I mean? So the nigga that I'm over there, my man's man, that I'm over there in the new hood where I'm getting money, but he got some cousins in them that's in that gang. So them niggas, you know what I mean? I meet them niggas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at different times, them niggas just used to get on their gang bang shit hard, and you know, them niggas used to, you know, try to press me and shit like, yo, fuck that, yo, P, yo, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna be coming around here, and I don't give a fuck what my cousin say, so I'm getting into it with these niggas' little words and shit, you know what I mean? So I know what's coming eventually. It's gonna be a confrontation, you know what I'm saying? So one day I'm over there and shit. And like I said, my man, we gonna call him T just to keep you updated on who's who. My man T is the one that I met in the high school, whatever. And T plugged me on to his other man K. That in the other hood I was getting money with, the new hood. So I'm in the hood with K. His cousins and them, they in the gang shit. They don't like me, you know what I'm saying? So one day I'm over there in the hood and shit, and my man T, he had another nigga that, you know, they was getting work together, so I met him for a brief moment. So I'm on the block one day, and that nigga wound up coming over there. He was a DC nigga. So the nigga came over there one day and seen me out on the block and pulled up on me. He had the fucking, it was like a black Acura Legend. So he pulled up on the block. He was like, yo, P, what up? What up? Woo, woo, woo. So we talking and shit. You know, we talking about my man Tommy, my man T, he locked up. And I was like, yeah, man, son locked up. Woo, woo, woo. He was like, yo, I need you to do something for me. Like that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, what's up? So I'm thinking he good on the strength of my man T. I met him through him. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, I need you to get a room for me down the block at the hotel. I ain't got no ID like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. Now, it was another car behind him. It's another car behind him. I don't know who these niggas is. It was like 3 niggas in the car. So, all right, I get in the car with him. We drive like probably about 5-6 minutes. We drive down to the hotel. I check in at the front desk. Sure, my auntie, she give us the room and shit. Pardon me. Give us the room and shit. We go upstairs to the hotel room. Now we get in the hotel room. This nigga pulls out 2 bricks of coke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'll just get in the room. So these niggas, so the other niggas, they was up in the room with us. So these niggas from DC too, you know, they had followed him down from DC to North Carolina. So we all up in the room, you know what I mean? And the nigga Finn, his name was Finn. The nigga Finn was like, he was telling them niggas, all right, yeah, let me go downstairs and handle this shit, you know, woo. He goes downstairs, like 5 minutes go by, like 10 minutes go by, and I did be coming up on like 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So them niggas like asking me, like, yo, where your man at? And I was like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever y'all talked about or whatever, he was gonna make the lick for y'all, or he was gonna, whatever they was gonna have going on, he was supposed to go downstairs to the car and come right back. You know, he never came back. So now one of these DC niggas is flipping. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck that. I'm telling you niggas, yo, if this nigga don't come back on stage, that's my word. Yo, somebody gonna get it. You know what I mean? So I'm the only one in the hotel room. These niggas talking about, yo, somebody gonna get it. He talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? So I'm sitting on the bed. Them niggas is standing up, pacing, walking back and forth in the room and shit like that. So the one nigga kept like, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm telling you niggas, I'm laying nigga family down. I'm telling you, that was the DC, one of the DC niggas. So I'm sitting in the room and shit like, oh shit, this nigga just did some bullshit and left me for dead. He just beat these niggas. He brought these niggas all the way down from DC, knew what he was going to do, came to the block and got me because he know my man and all that. Woo. Took me to the hotel with these niggas and, you know, niggas left me for dead. So, one of the DC niggas, you know, he was kind of like rational, you know what I'm saying? So he's thinking like, yo, he's trying to tell his man, yo, calm down. He don't have nothing to do with it. And I'm telling him like, yo, I just came and got y'all niggas a room. I don't know what's going on. Like, what kind of transact with y'all niggas? I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to tell the nigga, yo, listen to your man. Your man, so the dude that had the rational, he was talking kind of rational and shit. He was like, yo, listen, do you know where this nigga be at? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling the nigga, so after I'm realizing that, okay, this nigga left me for dead, so fuck that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So me being with my man T, when he was out on the street, I know we used to ride around in the cars and shit, and he had took me to a crib where that nigga Tim be at one time, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking like a Brownsville nigga, like, yo, whatever happens, I gotta get out this room. But I can't let these niggas body me in this room. His man talking crazy. I gotta get out this fucking hotel room. So I'm telling his man asked me that, like, yo, you know where that nigga hang out at? You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yeah, I know where he hang out at. So we walking out the house. So them niggas tell me, yo, come on. We walking out the hotel room. We walking downstairs to their car and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we get to their car and shit. I'm getting ready to get in the car. And the driver got in. The other nigga got in the front. One nigga got in the back. You know what I'm saying? I get in the car. So, boom, I'm sitting in the car. So I'm telling the niggas like, yo, the nigga be over here, so I took him to another part of the town where I last seen the nigga at, where my man T took me to one time. So I take the nigga over there, you know what I'm saying? So I knew the nigga had lived with his girl or something. I know he had a kid or something like that, but, you know, to keep it real, just, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't give a fuck about me, so I really didn't give a fuck about him. You know what I mean? You know, so I took the nigga. I take some DC niggas over there to the crib. So I told the DC nigga told me, yo, get out the car. He telling me, yo, you better not try to run or whatever, you know what I'm saying, won't. So I already know these niggas is gripped up, you know what I'm saying? So what I told the DC niggas, I forgot which one of them I told, but my plan was, I'm gonna knock on the door. Whoever answer the door, I'm gonna step to the side and y'all niggas do what y'all gotta do, like that, you know what I'm saying? So them niggas like, all right, go knock on that door. So like, the way the apartment complex was set up, it was like on the first floor, so they can pull the car right in the little parking space, and they right in front of the door. So the fucking I knock on the door, nobody answer, you know what I'm saying? In the back of my mind, I'm like, I really don't care, but in the back of my mind, like, damn, if this nigga wife or his kid answer the door, these niggas fuck around and get gun-ho and clap one of these nigga wife or one of these nigga kid. I don't know. So I knocked on the door, I'm knocking on the door, nobody answered. You know what I'm saying? So one of the niggas got out the car and was like, yo, come on, get back in the car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. I get back in the car, them niggas put me back in the car and shit. They say, yo, you know where else he be? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was just thinking, lads, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, these niggas got me. I can't really run. I can't outrun the motherfucking bullet, you know what I'm saying? So I get back in the car with them niggas. I takes these niggas way across town, but another part of the town, to a bowling alley. So I told the niggas, I said, yo, I know sometimes a nigga like to go bowling and shit, and he might hang out on the bowling alley, you know what I'm saying, on the weekend or something. Some niggas like, take us over there. I get in the car with them niggas. We go back to the bowling alley. We go to the bowling alley. Now, I know I just made that story up. I know that nigga ain't in that bowling alley. So them niggas tells me, go in that bowling alley and see if he in there. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I still don't have no way to run because everything is open. In front of the bowling alley is a big parking lot. So I goes into the fucking bowling alley. I goes to the counter where the girl give you the shoes and shit, like to switch your shoes. So I go there, I stand by there and shit. I'm leaning up against the counter and shit. So I'm trying to stand in there like 5 or 6 minutes to make them niggas think I'm in there just looking around for them. So I just go in there and stand on the counter and shit, lean on the counter. I go back outside. I said, yo, the nigga ain't in there. So this time when I come out the bowling alley, none of them never got out the car. So you know what I mean? So they waiting for me to walk up to the car. So I never go to the car. Being that they didn't get out, I just took the chance and just started running. So I started running, and it was like a little, once you got up the parking lot, it was like a little 4-lane highway. I runs across the 4-lane highway and runs across the street, like it was a little ways up, but I had to run through like a little bit of like a little woods and shit. I ran through there and shit, and that's how I wound up getting away from them niggas. They ain't shoot at me or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I got away from that, you know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm like, oh man, fuck, this nigga just left me for dead. I'm thinking, so I'm calling around to niggas that I know, like, and that knew the nigga. So I'm like, yo, this nigga just beat some DC niggas for 2 birds, left me in the hotel with them niggas. So them niggas like, what? And it was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So it was like, yo, come back to the hood. So I go back to the hood and shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, remember what I told you? My man T put me up on the other niggas. I'm getting money with these other niggas in this other hood. So I go back to the hood and, you know, I'm getting money. I'm chilling with the nigga that allowed me to come over there. But his cousins and them was on some gang shit. You know what I mean? They was in that gang shit. So, like, couple of weeks going by, you know what I'm saying? That shit with the DC niggas is over with. So a couple of weeks went by, I'm still on the block, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm getting money. So now, remember I told you my cousin Millie Moe, you know what I'm saying, from Van Dyke side, whatever. He came down. I told him, I said, yo, son, I'm down here. I'm down south. I'm getting a little bit of paper. You know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, I explained to Millie Moe, whatever, you know, I'm going through it with these niggas. You know, these niggas on some gang shit. So Millie Moe was like, yo, I'm coming down there. You know what I'm saying? So Millie Moe came down there and shit. You know what I mean? I think he, like, stayed for, like, a week. So one day, we walking through the fucking projects down there, and one of the king niggas. Like, he was one of the top niggas, you know what I'm saying? He seen me and Millie Mo walking through the projects, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the nigga already don't like me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm there on the strength of another nigga that they grew up with, the nigga K, you know what I mean? So, he see me and Millie Mo walking through the projects or whatever, so he backs out. He backed the hammer out. Yo, P, I'm telling you niggas, you ain't gonna be bringing niggas down here. So me and Millie Mo, like, we standing there like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? The fuck this nigga? So, Millie Mo was telling me, he's like, yo, you know why he did that, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I mean, why? He was like, he only did that because I was with you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know who Millie Mo was. You know what I'm saying? He don't like me. I'm coming to his hood. I'm getting money on the strength of another nigga that's from his hood. And then now I bring Millie Mo down there. You know what I'm saying? So boom, you know, like that whole week, you know, Millie's chill down there with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing. Millie had left and went back to New York. So Millie had left and went back to New York. I'm still there down in the town and shit. So now I meet this other nigga from New York down there. You know, the nigga was getting high. You know, the nigga was smoking you heard. I say crack. Nigga was smoking you heard. You know, the lace blunt. We call them woolers or whatever. So I meets that nigga. I found out he from New York. All right. So boom. This nigga is like a loose cannon. He's like robbing everything, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't robbing none of them gang niggas, but just niggas around the area. So boom, I'm starting to run around with this nigga and shit, you know what I'm saying? So one night rather, we standing in front of the block. We on the block, we standing in front of the block. Now one of them other king niggas that didn't like me, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas they had their little thing for me and him. They didn't really like us, but Son kind of had Son, even though he was getting high, he kind of had a little gun game, you know what I'm saying? So they knew he had it on him. So I guess they took it like, okay, if he ain't around, they gonna try to pressure to me, you know what I mean? So one day, I coming out the store on that block and shit. So I'm coming out the store, and it was the one of the head niggas, the king nigga. He's sitting in the car on the passenger side with the door open. He got two other niggas they scared of him or whatever. You already assessed the situation. I already knew who's scared of who's the ringleaders, or who's the niggas that bust their gun. So I already know who's who. So I come out the store, and the king nigga backs the gun out. He said, yo, P, let me holler at you. So I come out the store, I walk over to the car like, yo, what's up? He backed the gun out on me. He was like, yo, let me get everything in your pocket. Fuck that, my brother just got locked up. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I'm trying to get my brother out. He tell the other two niggas, which I knew they was scared of him, he tell them niggas go in my pocket. So I'm knowing them niggas scared of him, so I push one of them niggas. I'm like, fuck out of here, nigga. You better not try to drop. So like, yo, you niggas better not, y'all two niggas? I'm like, y'all niggas, man, y'all get the fuck out of here. So the nigga got the gun out, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I'm telling you, PR, I'm telling you, man. Yo, you better give her everything in your pocket, you know what I mean? So I ain't never let him take nothing from me. I walked off, you know what I'm saying? So I walked off and wound up walking to my man K crib, the nigga that allowed me to come over there. So I'm walking on work, because it's like from the block to K crib is like a 8-minute ride in the car. But for me to walk there, it's gonna take me like 30 minutes probably. So I'm mad and shit, you know, this nigga just pulled a gun out on me, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was coming to that because they didn't like me, so I already was prepared. I already knew it was coming. So I'm walking to the nigga K crib, and I'm talking to him on the phone, you know, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, your man just backed out on me, nigga just tried to rob me and shit like that, you know what I mean? So nigga like, where you at? I said, I'm walking up to your crib, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, come to my house, you know, country down south, come to the house, you know what I'm saying? So I go over there, I get to the house and shit like that. I'm telling him what happened, yo, I'm coming out the store, nigga backed out on me, talking shit about his brother in jail, he trying to get his brother out, So he like, hold on, let me call a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So he called a nigga, he flipping on a nigga. Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all niggas, P-Rock, that's my man, Holmes. So, you know, that's me, you know, he country. I'm telling you, Holmes, that's my man, Holmes. I'm telling you, Holmes, I'm telling you right now, Holmes, give him a fair one. So he telling the nigga that backed out on me, he's like, give me a fair one, you know what I'm saying? So he gave me the phone and was like, yo, tell that nigga, you telling me, yo, tell that nigga you want a fair one, and we going back to the hood right now. So I'm telling the nigga on the phone, like, yo, fuck that, yo, give me a fair one, you know what I'm saying? So so the nigga like, yo, that's what you really want to do? I said, yeah, give me a fair one, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga like, yo, I'm tell you something, P-Rock, you know, I'm distressed, man, my brother locked up, I wasn't gonna shoot you, P-Rock, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm like, yo, but still, you backed the gun out on me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, give me a fair one. He's like, yo, P-Rock, it ain't even like that, man, you know, So I'm like, all right, boom. Pardon me. I wound up the same, like that same night or whatever, you know what I mean? I wound up going back to the block and whatever, you know, I'm getting money or whatever. Now, the nigga that backed out on me, he had a man. His man ain't like me either, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if he called this man and told his man what happened, or he backed out on me or something like that, and I wanted to fight. But when I got back to the block later on that day, I seen his man, and his man was like, yo, his name was Snake. He was like, yo, Snake told me what happened. So he kind of like laughing. He said, P-Rock, you told the nigga you want to fight and he ain't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I was like, yo, I told the nigga give me a fair one. He said he wasn't really trying to rob me. He was trying to get his brother out of jail, whatever. You know what I mean? So he laughing or whatever. But I know he still don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm there on the strength of his man. You know what I'm saying? So couple of weeks went by or whatever, and now the other nigga I told you that I met from New York, he's coming around or whatever. So him and the other nigga that didn't like me, they got into some words, and the nigga from New York, he had like a fake gun. He was running around robbing niggas with like fake guns and shit. So, but the nigga didn't know it. So he backed out on the nigga and was like, yo, fuck that. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas doing. So after he backed out on the nigga, he turns around and walks off. So I'm standing in front of the store by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing in the store by myself and shit. So the nigga, I guess he knew he ain't really wanted with the nigga that I met down there from New York. He ain't wanted with him. So being that he ain't like me, I was the go-to nigga that he didn't. You know what I mean? So I was like the next nigga he figured he could press. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga turned around and started walking towards me. He already know I didn't do that. So he start walking to me like, yo, P, yo, fuck that, P. You nigga, yo, you just gave him that gun. To pull that gun out on me, you gave him that gun. So I'm looking at the nigga like, yo, fuck is you talking about? I ain't got whatever y'all niggas just had words with. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga backed out on you or whatever. So he's walking towards me now. But the way he walking towards me, he's walking kind of fast, like he can ready walk up, try to swing on me. Now, mind you, this is like 94, 95, you know what I'm saying, like in that era. This when Puff and the Locks and all them was wearing them shiny suits. And I don't know if you remember that, but they came out with the Gooses, and they were silver. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I had one of them coats on. I bought one of them coats, you know what I'm saying? And I had the goose on and shit. So the nigga walking towards me, and the nigga like, yo, fuck that, yo, P, yo, you gave that nigga the gun to back out on me. I'm like, yo, fuck is you talking about? Now this is coming down to it. So this is the confrontation that I've been waiting for, because I knew it was gonna go down any day. This nigga just backed out a gun on me. You know what I'm saying? Now this is other man's, you know what I'm saying, coming around. You know, he don't like me, so all right. So I'm thinking in my head like, all right, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So nigga walking towards me and shit. Yo, so he get up kind of like almost close to my face. You know what I'm saying? So as he get like probably about 2-3 feet in front of my face, he waving his hands. Yo, fuck that. good you gave that nigga? So what I did, I was just like, fuck that, you know what I mean? I can't let this nigga just, you know what I mean, walk up and hit me first. So I hit the nigga first. I two-pieced him. First I hit him, he took a couple of steps back, and then I hit him again. But mind you, I got this big fucking goose on. So now me and the nigga in the middle of the parking lot, we fighting. The nigga grabbed me by my coat, by the front of my coat, and I don't know, like the nigga kind of like swung me a certain kind of way, and the next thing you know, like I woke up and the fucking Chinese nigga was helping me in the store. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So he had an advantage, being that he ain't had no coat on. So I had the coat on, whatever, and I'm not denying it and all of that. We had a fair when the nigga got the best of me. You know what I'm saying? So boom.
I'm gonna keep it real, not to interrupt you, but I also had a fight with a dude, and I had a big ass crazy coat on, and that shit was a disadvantage because the coat was so heavy. I couldn't even get my shit off. I was trying to take the coat off, and he kept trying to rush me so that I couldn't take the coat off. You feel me? But the shit was a big ass heavy lever. That shit taught me a lesson with that shit. Like, know what I mean? Anytime I'm about to scrap, take that shit off immediately.
Right, you know what I mean? But he was coming towards me so fast, like my first thing was not to let this nigga hit me, get one off on. If win, lose, or draw, I got to hit this nigga first. So like I said, I hit the nigga first, like I two-pieced the nigga, boop, boop. Next thing you know, I woke up, and the Chinese nigga in front of the store was helping me in the store. The nigga put me out, you know what I'm saying? He must have hit me some kind of way and knocked me out, you know what I'm saying? So boom, the nigga helped me up in the store, the Korean nigga. He helped me carry me in the store, was like, yo, P, you alright? You know what I'm saying? Because I done got familiar with the nigga in the store, the Korean dude, you know what I'm saying? So he knew who I was getting money, he knew what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? But he even knew them niggas ain't like me, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas got a whole gang function over there. So I'm the New York nigga coming over there on the strength of one of their men, but they don't care if I'm one of their men. They don't like me, you know what I'm saying? So Korean nigga look at me, so my shit busted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh man, this nigga did me dirty, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna get these niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about the other shit that happened. This nigga backed out a gun on me. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get these niggas. So I knew these other niggas across town. And word up, shout out to my nigga Worthy too, man. That's my man still to this day. I couldn't think of nobody else. So I wound up going over to this nigga across town, this nigga Worthy I knew, and I went to his crib. My face is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So I go to work, this like probably 11, 12 o'clock at night. So I knock on Worthy's door. He lived with his moms. You know, it was disrespectful for me to go there that late anyway. But you know, I was just mad. You know what I'm saying? So I go to Worthy's house. He opened the door and see my face. He was like, oh shit, yo P, what up? I was like, yo, what the fuck happened? Come in. So he come in the crib. I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, I was over there with these niggas, yo. I was getting money, you know what I'm saying, with my man and them. Woo. And these niggas ain't like me. They got this gang shit. And me and this nigga got into it, you know what I'm saying? This nigga fucked my face up, but you know what I'm saying? We were fighting. And I explained the same thing to him. Like, I had the coat on and all of that, and the nigga got the best of me. So he was like, yo, what you want to do? Like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I want to get these niggas, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, he took me in his room. It was his mom's house, but he lived in the basement. Me and him go downstairs to the basement. Yo, Laz, I swear to God, if I'm lying, my mom's dying. He lifted the bed up. He got a fucking AK-47 and a fucking Mac-11 on under the mattress, like under the bed. So he said, which one you want? Immediately, I grabbed the AK. And I'll never forget the AK. It still had the orange warranty sticker. I don't know, like when you buy them assault rifle, it comes with like a warranty sticker on it. So it was like kind of like brand new. So I grabbed the AK. He was like, nah, don't take that one, P. Take the Mac. So I took the Mac 11. I said, all right. He was like, yo, be careful. Just, bring that shit back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you do what you gotta do. So, I took the Mac 11 the next day, I go back over there to these niggas' hoods, you know what I'm saying? So now, Across the street from that store where me and the nigga was fighting in front of, they got some woods over there. So, you know I can't really be, because it was hot over there, man, police, you know what I'm saying? They had this one police nigga named AC Scott. He knew all of us, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga would run down on us on some search and shit. So what I had to do, I had to go across the streets in the woods. I found me a little spot with little rocks or bricks or maybe, and I put the Mac 11 under the rock. Now, mind you, my face still fucked up. Just happened like before. So I'm still over there. I'm like, fuck that. These niggas, I'm already over here. I'm already established over here. I got a little clientele. These niggas ain't telling me I can't come over here. You know what I'm saying? The man K already put the stamp on it. I'm good over here. So I ain't going nowhere. So